YouTube, how's it going? This is Hotshot here. I hath returned to give you yet another epic commentary. As you guys can see here, this is Call of Duty footage, and I rarely play Call of Duty. If you watch any of my past videos, you see Destiny and a lot of Halo, as I am a huge Halo fan. So that means I have a very interesting topic for you guys today. If any of you are nerds like me and you like to read everything about games that comes out, it's just kind of like a news type thing where you got to keep yourself up to date on the newest insight on things, especially with these newer gen consoles. You may have stumbled upon some news about Call of Duty very, very recently, and I mean very recently, that there's a petition, an active petition on change.org for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 to get a remastered version released on the newer gen consoles. I myself happened to stumble upon a post on Games Radar that was actually on Facebook, and I quote, "With over 15,000 signatures gained since last night, it might not be too long before the petition reaches its goal. With all the recent remasters on PS4 and Xbox One, is something like Modern Warfare 2 prime material for a lick of paint?" End quote. Considering that the goal is only 150,000 and they gained 15,000 signatures overnight, theoretically, it should have taken 10 days for them to reach their goal, and it was already at 90,000, I believe, the last time I read that post. That was about 9 days ago. That was March 11th, so yeah, exactly 9 days ago. Now, I waited a little bit to make this video to see if Activision, and I kind of hope that Activision would release any kind of response or, just kind of rebuttal to this, whole active petition on change.org, but they have not, and they still yet may. I will say that Call of Duty was kind of in a hole at the very beginning, when they kind of, came out with the release of Call of Duty Ghosts as their first installment on the newer gen consoles, but it has, yet dug itself out of that hole with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I will say that this is a very fun game, and I do enjoy playing it a lot. Although this petition probably and more than likely will reach its goal of 150,000 signatures and they can send it into Activision as they intend to, I will say that Activision will not release a remastered version of Modern Warfare 2. The reason being is because they're not going to waste an entire year of productivity, as Call of Duty is an annual release game. They will not waste an entire year of productivity just for an older copy of an older game that they have already released. It just doesn't seem very plausible in terms of business for Activision. Instead, a better idea would be to release a collection of Call of Duties. As we have heard rumors of that in the past as well. It would be a better idea to release a collection of Call of Duties, because then it would be a win-win for both us and Activision. That would be a much more awesome and epic idea if they can, pull off what 343 attempted to do. I'll leave that for a different commentary for a different day, as I have some very strong feelings about that as well. But if any of you remember this Reddit post, I believe it was posted last year in May 2014. This created a ton of buzz last year because it had, it seemed very realistic. It had a release date next to it, and it had two covers that said Call of Duty Modern Warfare Collection. That would be a much more epic idea because, not only would we get to really relive the games from the past on the last gen consoles, but it would give Activision an entire year of us having fun on our older Call of Duties, for them to think of some newer things to put in a newer Call of Duty moving forward. I will say that Call of Duty is getting just kind of boring, and it seems as though they're just releasing the same game every year with new guns and new maps, and in this particular scenario, new mobility. Now, if we as a gaming community as a whole, create enough hype, create enough buzz about this, and just bitch about this, enough and as often as we can, as much as we can, I believe that's inevitably what will happen anyways, eventually, from Activision. They'll release, a Call of Duty collection, and who's to say they're wrong? Who wouldn't, think that that's totally epic, awesome sauce if they release, all the new, Modern Warfares on the next gen console, so we can take advantage of those new sick and, sexy graphics, as Call of Duty has always been 60 frames per second, but never been, always in 1080p. So, I would definitely bust a nut over that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not even a Call of Duty fan like that, and I would bust a nut over that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. This is Hotshot signing out.
Failure is unacceptable. Atlas leader.